Hi, Next to Change. Vivian here. Let's talk about discipline. I know a lot of times when people hear discipline, it's not really a welcoming word that we like because it immediately conjures up images of hard work and just things we don't want to do. It just sounds like a lot of work, right? And discipline is a lot of work. It doesn't come easy. It's something that we have to practice and something that we have to master. But I will say, if you are a disciplined person, that you will have a better life than you have, and you'll come up to another level, and it'll just increase your effectiveness in life and just your overall personal success. So I want to go over 8 characteristics of a person who is highly disciplined. And you can listen to these and see where you fit in. This list, of course, is not an exhaustive list. So there's other things that go together with being disciplined, or other ways that they could be said. But these are 8 that I thought were really important qualities, right, of discipline. So number 1, excuse me. You are able to set goals and objectives and follow through. So a lot of people set goals, but do they set objectives? Do they follow through? Most of the time they don't, because they lack the discipline. But if you come up with a goal and you set a measurable goal, a good goal, and you set objectives and you follow through, it'll be easier for you to accomplish that goal, and you'll be at the same time training yourself to be disciplined. And then you can go out and set and follow through on other goals. So for example, I'll use weight because that's such a common one. A lot of people say, well, I want to lose weight. Okay, well, that's a goal, but it's not really a detailed goal. It's not really a goal that has a plan. I mean, first of all, you can't even measure it. They're not even saying what they want to, how much they want to lose. So a better goal would be, I want to lose 5 pounds by March 17th. Okay, so that's a goal. Now you have to have your objectives. How will you do it? What is your plan? You know, how many objectives do you have? How many objectives do you need? You know, so all of this will help you map out how to get to your goal and how to achieve your goal. So that helps with everything, and that will help you, again, build discipline. It'll help you with your planning, with your executive functioning, all of those things. And you need those things in life. And you need that type of skill to be honed and to be sharp so that you can go ahead and accomplish and master the things in life that you have the potential for. Number 2 is that your home is clean and organized. That's a sign of a disciplined person. And a lot of us lack discipline in that area. And we might not think it's that important, but it's very important to have your home clean. It takes discipline to clean your home. And it doesn't necessarily have to be you cleaning it. I mean, it's good if it's you, because that'll, you know, give your body exercise and a workout, cleaning, scrubbing, bending, and all of that. But if you have the budget or the money, the resources, you can hire somebody to come in and clean your home. But even that is being disciplined, to set the appointment, to have them come in and to set up a routine, and to have things organized, to know where things are. Where are my blouses? Where are my shirts? My socks are in this drawer. Where are my bills? Where are these papers? Where are these papers? So you know where things are, and that every time you look for something, you don't have to go through all 15 drawers to try and find it. So having your home clean and organized, it's efficient. Not only is it disciplined, it's efficient. It saves you time. And then those traits, those discipline traits, not only once you have mastered them at home, they will carry out into the public arena. So there you are now at work, being clean and organized. There you are wherever you go. Now your car is clean and organized. And it gives you a feeling of freedom, because now you do have more freedom. And it also declutters your mind. Not knowing where things are, you're scattered. So when you're not organized, you're basically using or trying to use your brain as a filing cabinet or a filing system. And things just get jumbled up. And then now you're stressed and all of those things. So it is hard at first to get this routine going. But once you get it going, your life will run a lot smoother. Number 3, you have a routine for a healthy lifestyle. So you have a routine. It's not just sometimes. And that routine should include diet, exercise, and hygiene. So you're eating the right foods, you're working out your body, and excuse me, you're working out your body and hygiene, and you're clean. So a lot of times we don't feel like doing all of that. Some people may not feel like taking a shower every day, but you should. We should. Some people, they're running late. Everything, they're not clean and organized in their house, so they're finding things in the morning and they're running off. Some forgetting to brush their teeth. Just stuff that we should be doing all the time, but we're not disciplined in other areas. And so our lack of discipline in other areas impact our lives in other areas. So you want to start practicing, eating foods that are good for you, having a routine of exercise, going to the doctor and getting your checkups as you should. And then, of course, keeping your body clean, your hair, your skin, your nails, your teeth, just keeping yourself up. Number 4, you're punctual. That is discipline. That's discipline. To be on time all the time takes discipline. It takes you going to bed on time. See, that's a routine. Getting up, having your things prepared. Did you meal prep? Or are you meal prepping in the morning and now you're late for work? Did you get your clothes all arranged at night? Or, do you have a system so you're not late for work? Do you have ways of being? Like, do you calendar things? Do you use your timer? Do you use your alarms on your phones and all of that so that you can be punctual? All that is discipline. And again, if you're well disciplined in that area, it'll carry out in other areas. Number 5, you have monetary resources saved, so you're solvent in case of an emergency. Do you have a savings account? It takes discipline to have a savings account. That means you got to put away some money. That means you can't get immediate gratification for all those material things that you want to acquire. No, it pays off in the long run, because then when you have an emergency, guess what? You're solvent. You don't need to borrow from anybody, and it gives you a peace of mind that you normally would not have. So that's another form of discipline. Number 6, you're able to manage your emotions and your behavior. That takes a lot of discipline to not tell somebody off. It just does. Sometimes we get so angry and you just want to tell somebody off, or you just want to tell them, you just want to unload on them, or you just want to make them feel bad, or you just, all of those things, and it takes discipline to control that, to not say rude things, to not say inconsiderate things, to not be mean, to not be unnecessary just because you're offended, or just because you're defending yourself, or just because. So practicing to calm your emotions, that's a discipline. Practicing to discipline your behaviors. What are you addicted to? Where do you go that you shouldn't be going? And you just keep going and you keep going and you keep going over and over and over and over. That's because you don't control your behaviors, or you never tried to manage your behaviors from the beginning. That takes discipline. And if these things are out of control, you are basically an undisciplined person. And those things spill out into your life. Number 7, you keep your word. It takes discipline to keep your word. And a lot of people are undisciplined and they don't keep their word. They say they're going to do X, Y, and Z on Thursday. They don't do it because they're lazy. They're lazy, or they're inconsiderate, or they just, of course there are extenuating circumstances, right, that come up and they may not be able to do something. And we understand that. We all face those types of circumstances or events. But you're just saying things, and you really a lot of times people say things and don't even have any intention of keeping their word, but it just sounds good at the time, or they feel like it benefits them at the time. That's undisciplined. That's an unbridled tongue. It just is. You're just saying things just to say things. So a disciplined person keeps their word even when they don't want to. So for instance, you tell somebody's having car problems, and you tell them, oh, I'll pick you up next week. But next week comes, you don't feel like it. There's no other reason other than you just don't feel like it. But you've told this person that you will do it. Here's your chance to develop some discipline. Doing something that may not feel good, but needs to be done. There's a virtue behind that thing. So that creates discipline, and that helps you in your life. And it helps you to respect yourself, and it helps others to greatly respect you. Number 8, you have veracity. You're an honest person. I mean, that kind of goes too with keeping your word. But it's also just you tell the truth. You're not a liar. You know, so many people in these days and times, they lie a lot. They lack discipline. Again, it's a bridling of the tongue. And people lie for so many reasons. And there are some people that just lie all the time for no reason. There's not even a motivation. Well, there's a motivation, but there's not maybe a punitive consequence if they didn't lie. So it's just, they've developed a pattern of lying, and they're just undisciplined. And a disciplined person tells the truth because they've disciplined themselves not to lie. You know, and they have ways of telling the truth that aren't offensive, that don't tear down, but that build up. But that's a disciplined person. So once you develop discipline in your life, your whole life will change. It will change. It will do a 180. You will notice a difference if you just start implementing some of these. Because, you know, you probably are implementing some of these, maybe not all. And some of you, if you're doing all of them, you know what I'm talking about is right. So if you just start implementing some of these and just, you know, make a promise to yourself that you will start developing more discipline in your life. So I'm going to go over these again. There's 8 of them. So number 1 is you're able to set goals and objectives and follow through. Number 2 is your home is clean and organized. Number 3 is you have a routine for a healthy lifestyle. Remember, diet, exercise, and hygiene. Number 4, you are punctual. You are considerate of your time and others' times. Number 5, you have monetary resources. So you save money. You have money saved, and you don't just go splurge your money on just anything you see, anything you want. You have disciplined yourself. And this also creates patience. Patience is a virtue. Number 6, you're able to manage your emotions and behavior. People see you're calm and you're in control. Number 7, you keep your word. You are trustworthy. You are loyal to your word. People, you are dependable. That's how you are seen. And that is a great character to have. And number 8, you have veracity. You tell the truth. Your tongue is bridled. Your words are impeccable. You think of your words as you think of yourself. So there you are. Those are 8 qualities of highly disciplined people. And highly disciplined people are people who have great personal success in their lives. And I'm not just talking about monetary success. I'm talking about they have great relationships. They have good health. They have good habits. They have wisdom. You know, and they're regarded. They're highly regarded. So there you have it. See what you can do. See what you can change. And remember, as always, this is Vivian, and you be the next to change.